الأعزاء، هذا حل بعض الأسئلة من question bank في اختبار السات. الأسئلة دي من البلو بوك اللي هو الابليكيشن بتاع كوليدج بورد اللي بتنزل اختبار السات. بعض الأسئلة دي بعتها لي بعض الطلاب، تعالوا نشوف نحلها ازاي مع بعض. Question number 1. The area of rectangle banner is this. Just to draw just a rectangle like this. The area is 2661 square inches. The banner's length is x. In inches is x is means x equal 24 inches longer, 24 inches longer or plus the width. So this is the relation between the length x and the width. That is x is 24 plus w, the width. This w now just to make it in a expression in x. So w, if you make it subject in this equation, it's x minus 24. So the w now is x minus 24. So I have the width now x minus 24 and the length is x. Of course, the area of rectangle is less than the width. So x times x minus 24 is equal to 2661. So x squared minus 24x is equal to 2661. So x squared minus 24x minus 2661 is actually equal 0. This is a quadratic equation coming from forming the area of rectangle length times the width gives you the area 2661. So the correct answer is A, this one. Okay, question number 2. A business owner plans to purchase some model of chair for each of the 81 employees. So he will buy 81 chairs. The total budget to spend on these chairs is $14,000, which includes 7% sales tax. Which of the following closes to the maximum possible price per chair before sales tax? So I have 81 chairs. Okay, consider the price of each one is X. This price now will multiply by will increase. The original price is 100%, will increase by 7% as taxes or sales tax. So this is the total price of a chair including sales tax equals $14,000. So this is the value. So 81x multiplied by 100 plus 7 is 107%. And as a decimal, you can just write it 1.07. So 81x times 1.07 is 14,000. So to get the original price of the chair X, just divide by 81 times 1.07 divide by 81 times 1.07. This cancel out. So the price of the chair is approximately 161.53. The answer here is B. Okay. Next question, for x bigger than 0, the function f is defined by f of x is equal to f of x now is equal to 201% of x. Just to convert it to 101 to decimal to be 2.01 and just write x. Which of the following could describe this function? Of course, this is linear function, increasing linear. The student that solves this question make it like this. This is a student. The answer of a student is incorrect. The correct answer, increasing linear, because this is a linear function for plus b. In this case, b or the constant term is equal to 0, no problem. But this is the shape of linear increasing function. Increasing because the slope is bigger than 1. The quadratic function G model the depth in meter below. Yeah, I solved this question before, I think in SAT exam practice number 8. You can check the same question. But I try to solve here with different method or just easier method. Below surface of the water, a seal T minute after the seal entered the water during dive. The function estimates that the seal reaches its maximum depth is 302. It's a quadratic function, he told me. A depth of 302 after 6 minutes after it entered the water. And then reached the surface of water again 12 minutes after it entered the water. Based on the function, what was the estimated depth to the nearest meter of the seal 10 minutes after it entered the water. The easiest method here, just you draw just a Cartesian plane like this, and you consider that there's the path of the seal diving, and then go up back again. This is at the point 0, reach it after 6 minutes, reach it the maximum depth here. This maximum depth is 302.4. Just make it negative because it's distance under the water level. And after 12 seconds, he just reached the surface of water again. Just he dive like this, going down, reach the minimum point, and then going up again. Of course, I have this point. I can use either the vertex 6 and negative 302.4 to form equation, or you can use the x-intercept. So this function really is y equals a into x minus 0, the first solution of the function, times x minus 12. So ax times x minus 12. This is the form of the function. I form now the equation by using the x-intercept. I can find the value of a by using the vertex. Substitute now into a times 6 minus 12. The answer must be negative 302.4. Okay? So what can I solve now? So 6, this is 6 minus 12 is negative 6 multiplied by 6. Negative 36a now is negative 302.4. So the a is 8.4. Must be the a must be negative here. I don't know. A now is 8.4. A is 8.4. Okay. You put that 6 here. Yeah, 6 minus is negative. Yeah. No problem. A is 8.4. So the function, yeah, it is 8.4. The function, the parabola open upwards. Correct. So the y now is equal to, after knowing the value of a, just to bring it back in the equation. So 8.4x times x minus 12. This is a function. And no need to multiply. I need the depth of the seal at 10, at t equal 10 minutes. So just substitute. So 8.4 times 10 into 10 minus 12 is negative 2. So the depth will be negative 168. So just ignore the negative sign in the box, in the exam, the answer box. Just write 168 because he asked you about the depth. Where is the depth? Where is the word depth here? Yeah. What was the estimated depth? When he tells you depth, already the negative sign is mentioned, just to tell the number or give the number. This system of equation, I solved it before in one of the exams, I think maybe 2 or 3. In the given pair of equation A and B are constant. The graph of this pair of equation in the xy plane is a pair of perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines mean the product of the slopes of the two lines is -1, as you know the condition for perpendicular lines. So if L1 is perpendicular to L2, two lines, then the product of their slopes must be -1. So we apply this rule. Now the slope of the first line is -5/7. -5/7 times the slope of the other one is -a/b. This product must be -1. So the answer is 5a/7b is -1. As you see, this pair of lines are perpendicular. The first the first equation, he changes the sign. Cannot be. Ignore this one. Ignore the pair with the changing sign. No, will not be perpendicular. You can test option B and option C. Let me test B, for example. So you test one of these and they get the same ratio between 5a and 7b to be sure that they are perpendicular, the same like the given pair of equation. So apply now the same rule. So the gradient of the first line is -10/7 multiplied by the gradient of the second line is -a/2b. The answer is 10a over 2 times 7, 14b is equal to, divide by 2, 5a over 7b. The answer is -1. Yeah, look, same, look, same. This is the same now. So B is correct because the pair of equation in B satisfies the same condition of the original pair. That's it. I think this is easier method to solve. If you have an easiest one, just write in comments, please. This question, please. I have two equations, 7 over 2x plus 6y is 25, and 5 halves x plus 6y is 23. The solution to the given system of equation is x and y. What's the value of this? What you can see here, you see this is 18y. But if you add the two equations, you get only 6 plus 6 will be 12y only. Yes? For this reason, but 18y is actually 6 times 3. So for this reason, you need to multiply one of the equations by 2 first. You try this one, but times 2 and then add this. So the first equation by 2 will be 7x plus 12y equal 50. And the other equation will be the same. Now, if you add, you will get, check you will get the same answer or not. Just try to add. So 7 plus 5 over 2 will not, no, 7 plus 2.5 is not 17 over 2. I don't know. Is it okay? So 14 plus 5. Oh, this sum is 19 over 2. No. So try the other one. Try to multiply the second equation by 2 and to keep the first equation the same, like times 1, the same value. Now I have 7 over 2x plus 6y is equal to 25. Just keep the first one. I multiply the second one by 2, you will get 5x plus 12y equal 46. Just add. Yeah, this sum now is 17 over 2 because this is 10 over 2 plus 7, 17 over 2x. And now 6y plus 12y is 18y. And 25 plus is what? What is 5 plus 6, 11, 71. Yes, answer is 71. Answer is 71. So the key point here or the keys for the solution, you just see what is the sum of the y values and to compare it with the required one. You need one more 6y. You have 6 plus 6. No, you need more 6. So for this reason, I think to multiply the second equation by 2 to make it 12y. When you add it to 6y, you will get the 18y that I want here. Something like that. This is my thinking to solve. If you have another method to solve, just write in comments, please. This question, I solved it before in one of the SAT exams. F of x is x plus 6 and x plus 5 and x minus 4. This is really cubic equation intersect with y-axis at 3 points. The 3 points that x-intercept mentioned here in all options. Look, -6, -5, -4. Of course, f of these points will be 0 because this is x-intercept. So f of -6 will be 0. F of -5, the answer will be 0. F of 4, the answer will be 0. But here, I need f of x minus 3. Of course, the same values, when you subtract 3 from each result, which is 0, it will be -3. So B here is correct. This is only 2 options appear. There are other 2 options, C and D, but not appear here in this video. I'm sorry. So B is correct because the original function f of these points in the original function f is actually 0. When you subtract 3, each 0 will be subtracted by 3 will be -3, as you see. This question is a little bit hard one. Let me explain. 2 data sets of 23 integers. Each are summarized in the histograms shown. For each of the following histogram, the first interval represents the frequency of integers greater than or equal to 10 but less than 20. And the second interval represents the frequency of integers greater than or equal to 20 but less than 30, and so on. So he just display. So the first set here, as you see, 20 to 30, the first set here is 10 to 3. So if you start with data set B and write the first set, 10 and less than 20. The corresponding data set in A is 20 and all numbers less than 30. The question now, what is the smallest possible difference between the mean of the data set A and data B? To find the difference in mean between data sets having the same distribution as you see, you just check what is the each value here in data set A more than data set B, because data set A starts with 20 and data set B starts with 10, but the same frequencies, the same number of items or data in each group or each class. To make it minimum, mean, for these data sets, take the maximum value here, which is 90. Consider the three numbers in each class is 90. Also consider now. And each of the three numbers in this data set A, all 20. Why I do this? Why I choose this? To make the minimum difference between the data set A and data set B. Now, this is repeated for the next set. The four numbers in the set 30 to 40 and the four numbers in the set 20 to 30 in B, the difference still will be 1, like 20 minus 19. The next one here, 20 and 30, the corresponding one here, 30 and 40 in A. So take the maximum value here, 29, and the minimum here, 30. Look, 29 and 30, still the difference, still 1. So if each value in A bigger than each corresponding value by 1, so this one considered the minimum mean difference between data set B and data set A. So answer here is 1. If the same question asks you about the maximum difference between the data set A, you will write the same way like this and take the biggest difference like this. You take like 10 and 20 and for the data set B, and data set A is bigger, 20 and 30, open. To maximize the difference between them, consider each of the three elements in the first set is all 10. And to consider each of the three elements in set here, consider that 29. The number just before 30, because 30 is open, not here, doesn't belong to this set. 29, 29, 29. Now, each value bigger than the value here by what? 29 minus 10 is 19. This is the maximum possible difference between the mean of data set A and data set B. Thank you. This is a solution. Thank you. Goodbye.